I kind of want to voice her.
Okay. Do you have a plan for her?
The moon!
So you're gonna stick with that?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to BeardBox, and welcome back to Romance Detective 2. So, Andrea's decided on a voice for Burnett.
Yep.
I don't know that I like it, but I guess I really have no choice on the matter. At the same time, I love it. So,
Aww.
You all know what's happening. We warned everyone about
the moon!
God, you're crazy. So let us begin. Go ahead, Andrea.
Please, call me Burnett. As for the reason you called me here, it has something to do with the current state of the moon, correct?
How did you know? I don't remember mentioning any of the details over the phone.
Haven't you girls been watching the news? See for yourselves. Alright!
Do you remember her?
I remember what- Oh wait, no, she's from Tunnel Vision!
Yeah!
Aww!
Which concludes our segment on haunted houses. Thank you, Mongolia. Now to what I've been told is real news, our top story. Scientists are baffled by what appears to be a giant rose garden that's been spreading all over the moon. Sorry, what I meant to say was, the moon. Space Exploration Team, known affectionately as the Defenders of Earth, have announced plans to launch a shuttle to the moon in hopes to study these flowers and search for alien life. While it is highly unlikely that aliens truly exist, we wish them the best of luck on their endeavors. Hopefully their impromptu space mission can provide us with more information regarding where these roses came from, and how they could possibly thrive in such an extreme environment. In other news, crime rates have been on the rise worldwide, which has led some to believe that the end of time is upon us. War at 11. So our theory was correct.
But how could this be? No matter how I look at it, this seems really impossible.
The scientific community agrees with you there, but some things happen whether or not we can understand them.
Oh my god, Edgeworth, is that you?
Oh shit!
It's like almost Edgeworth.
Though, having worked on the very thing that makes these flowers able to do such extraordinary things.
Alright, now you're Edgeworth receiving sexual favors. Like just go back to what you had. Just go back to the moon.
All I had before was the moon. Could tell you a few basic principles of how they might work.
Huh? You worked on... Wait, you're not a mad scientist, are you?
Never been called that before. Does it have a nice ring to it?
Mother, please. Romance Cop is prone to believing these sorts of jokes. I do not wish for her to think of you as some kind of villain.
What do you mean prone to believing? I just like to think of myself as a rational, skeptical person.
I distinctly remember you asking me quite recently if I had truly been born with a rose in my mouth.
That's your fault, always looking so serious whenever you tell me anything.
Oh, you two are so cute together. I know I've said it before, but I'm so proud of you. Finally keeping a partner, Rose.
Finding, not keeping, thank you very much. But Mother, you're embarrassing me.
Alright, we should get down to business. So you say you've helped develop whatever makes those roses able to influence people's hearts?
To defeat foes.
Aww.
Just wanted you to know that your reference was not lost on me.
That's correct, and it's not because I'm a mad scientist. We were always well-intentioned, you know. But intentions count for nothing when the result is this mess.
What do you mean when you say we?
Here, I'll start from the beginning. It's quite a long story, but I'll do my best to summarize.
Aww.
During my college years, I had this friend. Her name was Rosemary. We were young and full of passion, naively thinking we could change the world on our own through science. Our mission was broad and simple, to improve humanity.
Oh, look at your little nail polish.
Rosemary's was quite wealthy and had agreed to fund whatever research she was interested in doing. When she asked me to work alongside her, I readily accepted. God, it really has turned into Edgeworth, I'm sorry. A laboratory was prepared right here in Love Blue. And we went straight to work trying to develop a pharmacological agent that would more or less fill people's hearts with love.
Pharmacological.
Alright.
That's quite the word.
Right? We spent years on this idea. The idea if we could only just create something that made people feel only caring and acceptance, we could eradicate violence. If we could just get this to work, we thought there would be no more room for hatred, war, terrorism, because all we would feel is love. But the more we tested these medicines we were developing, the uneasier I felt. Oh, jeez. Was this really the right way to achieve world peace? Would we not become slaves to this drug, nations of brainwashed citizens getting along through no will of our own? Can that truly be called peace? If only I had had the courage to leave sooner, but we had come so far and, while Rosemary did not share my doubts, what mattered to her was the end result. How could I argue against something that would guarantee to end senseless killings all over the world once and for all? She couldn't understand my concern. And so I complacently continued with the research. Over the years, Rosemary gathered more lab assistants, but progress was at a standstill. Until one day, out of nowhere, she presented something suitable for human testing. Rosemary announced to everyone that she and I would be the first test subjects. She had not consulted me about this decision, yet I felt I couldn't refuse. It was the two of us who had started this. We dedicated years of our life to this research, all leading up to that moment. So this, too, I went along with. And it felt wrong. All wrong. Aww. This wasn't the feeling I wanted to give to people. It wasn't at all what I'd hoped for. At that point, I could no longer avoid the truth. What we'd been developing. It was unethical. Why does that look so familiar?
What?
That image.
Oh.
Oh, that's weird.
You've probably seen me editing this.
I don't know. But Rosemary still believed in the project. She tried to convince me that if we just kept working on it, we could get it right. But how could manipulating people's hearts ever be right? I couldn't reason with her. Shortly after that experiment, I left, and a few other assistants followed. Rosemary must have hated me for causing the split. We haven't kept in touch since. Years later, I was told that the project was abandoned. Rosemary had finally moved on from that dream. I was also told that she'd had a child, and because of that experiment...
Mother, forgive me, but would you leave this part out for now?
Oh, you still haven't told her about the thing!
Told me what?
The thing!
I'll explain it later.
Are you sure? You'll drive the poor girl crazy with suspense. You'll drive her to the moon!
Also, Andrea.
Mm-hmm.
Romance Cop, is it alright if I promise to go over this part with you afterwards?
Sounds pretty serious.
What do you think? Should we save it for later? Or why not just say it now?
There's a check mark next to save it for later, so I feel like we have to save it for later.
Curse my need to finish the game multiple times.
That's fine. It sounds really serious. I can wait until you're ready to talk about it.
I apologize.
No, it's my fault for almost casually inducing that detail.
Including.
Whoops. It was insensitive of me.
Let's just talk about what's relevant to the case.
Oh my god, now you're turning into the king.
So,
No.
That hurts. So it seems like someone has picked up where our research has left off, and they've been using roses to carry their own version of what we made back then.
You mentioned the lab was here in Lovebloom. That place might be worth investigating, don't you think, Detective?
Possibly.
I doubt the building is still in use. If they haven't changed the locks, you could get inside.
You received the abandoned lab key.
Thank you. We'll let you know if we find any clues. Oh, but the sun is already going down. I guess we should play it safe and wait for tomorrow, huh?
Speaking of which, I would hate for you to fall under the rose's influence on your way home, Mother.
Yes, I should be going. I'll try to get in contact with you tomorrow if I learn anything else about the case.
Okay. We might be a little hard to reach, though. Just use the radio at the police station.
Understood. Farewell.
Bye, Mom.
A romance detective and a mad scientist. What an exciting little family.
I suppose we are.
God, wait until you meet yours.
You've been kind of quiet. Was this your first time hearing that story?
I've been told bits and pieces before, but never in detail.
I see. Maybe I should head home too? Unless you wanted to talk to me about something now that we're alone.
Please stay. It isn't fair of me to hide this any longer.
Okay. What is it?
You may come to hate me for this. Are you sure you're ready?
No matter what, I'm absolutely positive. I could never hate you, so please, go right ahead.
Big reveal time!
Woo!
Very well.
Ooh!
This is my secret.
Detective, your eyes!
Yes. Now you know the answer to why I've always kept them hidden.
I don't understand.
I knew the day would come that I would finally have to explain myself to you. But as time went on, it became more and more difficult to bring it up. So, allow me to get everything out at once. I was born with these accursed eyes. They first started causing me trouble when I began attending school. My classmates were unsettled by the strange color. Before long, I was ostracized. The other children would flee me at my approach, thinking of me as possessed, as someone who would bring them misfortune or harm.
Aww.
After months of enduring rumors and taunts, my mother provided a solution at my request. I was transferred to a new school, where no one knew of me. The faculty was told of my circumstances, and I was allowed to wear sunglasses at all times. As it turns out, concealing my eyes did not make much difference in how I was treated. The eyes hold a lot of emotive power. They are the window to a person's soul, so it's said. In shielding them from others, I appeared aloof at best, and intimidating at worst. Socializing was far too much trouble. Most of my school years were spent quietly studying and watching crime dramas on television. I felt lonely at times, but this way, it was at least my own volition. The first person I could call my friend was the chief.
Aww.
We met when I was a sophomore. She was 2 grades ahead of me, so in a way, I look up to her. She told me that my sunglasses made me look cool, that I should embrace it. This persona I carry even now was only an attempt to live up to her expectations of me. I continued to keep my eyes a secret, perhaps out of fear. I did not wish to face the same kind of judgment I had experienced as a child. Romance Cop, you're the first person in a very long time to see me like this. I know I must have made things difficult for you, with how I have long avoided an intimacy due to my own insecurities. And of course, since the incident with the roses, it seemed all the more impossible to explain. What if you thought I'd been in a trance all along?
Aww.
I was afraid that you would not be able to accept this part of me, that you might leave me.
I would never!
I'm sorry that I kept all of this from you.
Is it okay if I tell you what I think?
Mm-hmm.
I think your eyes are beautiful.
No, they're unnatural.
I don't mind. I love them because they're yours.
Aww.
No one has ever said such a thing to me before. Are you not angry with me?
What? Why would I be angry?
I'm always lying to you. About this, about being a detective. All the things I've made up to impress you.
You weren't doing any of that to be mean, though. But you know, you don't need to try to impress me all the time. I already love you, detective.
I love you too.
Aww.
What was your name again? Romance Cop? Was that it?
Yeah. It is now. Well, I'm glad that's settled.
Yes, but now it's gotten late. What should we do?
Ah, you're right. Should I hurry up and get home?
How would you feel about staying here for the night?
Really? I mean, if it's alright with you, I'd love to.
Then it's settled. We'll head to the lab first thing tomorrow morning.
That gives us quite a bit of downtime, detective. I'll just make myself at home on your couch.
Nonsense. If you're going to rest, you deserve a comfortable bed. Use mine.
Then, where are you sleeping?
I was thinking we could share.
Oh, if you're sure, then okay.
Here's your snuggle time.
It's so sweet. Aw, Andrea, you want to know what really happened? They frickle-frackle! You know what the code for this part is?
No, what is
Did
it?
they fuck? Yes, no. Or maybe it was fricked.
What's the save part called?
Day 2 end.
Aww.
The part where they fricked. Where they frickle-frackle.
I love it.
So that's enough for this episode. So thanks everyone so much for watching. Next time will be the start of day 3, the final day. We'll see you all then. Bye.
Bye.
We're both at the sports bar to watch the game, right? And I happen to be sitting next to him.
Ah, yes, sports bar. Ah, yes, sports and balls and throwing. Yes, very, very familiar with that.
I love it when those soccer players hit a run and get the goal.
Get the points. Pay attention.
Such a big fan, you should have bought a ticket in advance like everyone else.
They were already sold out by the time I... Look, it doesn't matter. Give me a ticket and I'll tell you everything I know. Leave it to us.
What? Detective, you can't be serious.
This is a case of love, Romance Cop. It's our duty to solve it.